All right, I am here, none other than the number one female sales trainer for under 30, who's a great friend of mine. And she is doing powerful things in the game, in the industry. Kayla Hodges, welcome. Good morning, good
Hi.
afternoon. Hi.
Hello, JJ. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. So tell everybody, we've been working together for maybe 4 or 5 months, but tell everybody where you were at emotionally, career-wise, before sort of meeting me and before we started talking about like me helping you at all.
Yeah. And it's so beautiful. I'm so grateful for you, Jay. And you're such an amazing human being. And you have the beautiful power of making people believe in themselves, because when we first met, I was working for a company and I was thinking about possibly going off on my own, right? And I was pulling in $140,000 a month for this company. I was in sales and I hated it. I hated it every day. I felt like I was out of alignment with working there. I felt like there was a lack of integrity, and I won't go into that, but I just didn't feel like I was in my right place. And I had so many women reaching out to me and asking me to help them with their business, asking them to help them with their company. So like there was so much opportunity there, but going off into an entrepreneurial space is so scary for entrepreneurs, because if you are one, then you have a tendency to have shiny object syndrome. You try something and then you fall on your face. And I've started a lot of businesses and failed, and when we first met, you were talking to me and I was telling you kind of what I'm thinking about doing. And you had this way of listening and caring and believing in me. And I remember we met up and you were like, you're just going to batch some content. Like, we're going to get together. We're going to batch some content. You looked at my Instagram and you're like, what are you trying to be here? Because I had like all these bikini pictures, like on random yachts, like partying, like having the best time of my life.
You're messaging, you're messaging, like, I could feel your I don't mean to jump in, but I could feel your passion and I could feel where you could go. But what was blocking you was probably somewhat some self-belief, but also what I saw online, I'm like, this and this are completely two different people. Like, this is you and this is what I see. So we had to, first thing we had to do is like give you a like a cleanse,
a mastery.
a social
a purge. We had a purge.
Yeah, we purged.
Yeah.
And what was the first thing we did for you?
First thing was doing a video just reintroducing myself to everybody, right? And I had been a bodybuilder in my past. I had done, fitness. I had run my own fitness company at one point, and I just that was part of my identity, right? So it was so hard to let go of that, because I worked so hard to be confident with my body because of situations that I had gone through in my past.
Right.
But the beautiful ability of like just trusting the process, right? Trusting it, cleansed everything, and started getting in the mindset of who am I here for and what value am I here to provide?
Right.
And then going through, and now, right, 6 months, 6 months later, I'm now the chapter director of a global organization called Boss Talks, right? They're in 11 different cities, I believe now, and I'm head of Miami. So if an organization
wait, I don't want to be rude and just like forget that. Like, you now run and help women bringing out the best version of them, which I absolutely love. And the steps that we took you to get there, like cleaning up what the world sees you as, right? Deep down who you are, but we had to sharpen that up a little bit, because I know what you're like, what you're like, but the world only sees what they see. We had to clean that up, which you did. Well, I remember one evening we just went, archived it all. And even for me, I was like, wow, this girl's committed, right? So we archived it all. We gave you a plan of how to position yourself in that sexy, confident, sophisticated, stylistic way from content. So we created an educational content plan. Remember you came into the office here on a Saturday and pumped out like
knocked it out
20, 30 videos. It was I was impressed.
We like created a course in an hour. It was beautiful.
Right. So we position you up to taking all your knowledge in sales and conversation and people, and we gave that in a digestible way for you, so you actually had a path. Correct. Right.
Yeah, right. Beautiful, right? There is a plan. I think it's so beautiful. You talked about working with women. I work with women, and I see so much feminine chaos, which is beautiful, right? Being a woman is so beautiful. There's all this creativity and chaos,
Right.
and what makes a woman, like we get to be in that space and that energy. And we also get to be in a place where we need structure, right? So you provided the structure and removed the ego. We deleted archived over 1,000 posts, like
We
a lot.
we
It was a
cleaned
lot.
up, we purged. Yeah.
It was a big purge. It was a big purge.
Kayla, what was some of the other things that you felt, and this is something I can't answer for you. What was some of the other things that you felt like us working together and just me guiding you throughout the last few months?
I think just consistently checking up and being a accountability person has been so helpful. And because you walk the walk, Jay, right? Like you consistently are doing the videos, doing the content, getting out there. I know we did a contest where like 1 month, 30 days, your goal is to get on 10 different stages, right?
We did that. So, yeah.
Yes, we did that. We pushed and got on 10 different stages. So I got a lot of clients out of that. And just having the ability to see, like, so many times, especially as a woman, we don't have all the energy to consistently go 100%. Like that's not what we do. Especially with listening to our bodies. And, you know, there's some months and there's some weeks where we have a lot more energy to do stuff, and other weeks we need to rest. So the fact that you have the ability to walk the walk and you're constantly pushing content, you're constantly giving ideas and supporting, it helps me, as well as I'm sure it helps a lot of other people. Oh, that's a great idea. Oh, let's try to do this. Or how can we show up this way? Right. You get on lives all the time. I'm like, man, when's the last time I've done a live? Right. So because you walk the walk, it's really, really helpful. And then secondly, you're always checking up. Hey, what's going on? Where are you at? What's going on with this? Right. The consistent following up because you care and not because it's part of your regimen. Right. So I really appreciate that about you, you know, which is one of the main reasons why I wanted to get on here and do this video today, because you actually care. Right. And that's what's going to separate you from everybody else, because you want us to have a result. You want me to have a result. You believe in me. Right. So because you believe in me, I'm like, whatever you need.
That's the attitude. Thank you. For the people that maybe be on the fence, whether they're working with me or just even generally, like, why should they build their brand? Why should they spend money on themselves? Like, why is this important for them? And now in 2022, like, what would you tell these people who maybe are already killing it, you know, but why should they be investing themselves and getting a coach and getting someone who knows more than them?
Yeah, first of all, the law of the lid, right? 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. John Maxwell, he talks about the law of the lid. You can only lead people that are less of a leader than you are. Example, on a scale of 1 to 10, if you are an 8 leader, you can only lead 7s and below. So if you want to expand your audience, if you want to grow, you need to have mentors and you need to have growth. Now you can take the time and invest in a lot of books and YouTube videos and study and study and study and study. But I promise you, it's not until you have somebody that's pulling you across the finish line to where you collapse timelines. Like you get to collapse timelines, because the reason why you want to be a coach and the reason why you want to grow your brand can't be about you.
Right.
If it's about you, you will burn out and you won't want to do it anymore, because you hit a ceiling where you feel comfortable because you were only doing it for yourself. If you have a mission that's bigger than you and you want to change the world, or you really want to impact the people around you, you really want to impact your clients and you really want to see them win, you will take the time to invest in you so that they will take the time to invest in themselves. Right. My big mission, I want to go to third world countries, help women escape domestic violent relationships with their kids, help them get the tools and the abilities for them to live the life that they want to live. If I make it about me, I will sleep in. I won't get the work done. I will be procrastinating. But if I take the time to think about the woman that's praying for me and waiting for me, I will get the work done. And in regards to working with you versus working with somebody else, I've worked with so many people in this industry. I know this industry very, very well. There's a difference between somebody trying to make the next dollar and trying to grow their brand for themselves and for their ego, and a difference between somebody really caring and really taking the time and going above and beyond and exceeding clients' expectations because you care about the client, right? which is you, Jay. Like, you care so much and you give, right? Like, I want to see you giving more to yourself, to be honest, but you know, you are the person that I can trust and rely on because you reach out regardless if it's about business or regardless if it's personal, because you actually care and you want us to succeed. I never ever have heard you complain. Whenever you have a bad day, you're still giving and still loving on other people around you. And I would rather work with somebody like that, that's authentic, than somebody
Awesome.
trying to tell me the best thing for me to hear in order for me to give them more money, you know?
Yeah, I love that. So now, so Kayla, so anyone doesn't think you're just a model or an actress, that we're paid you to be here, how can they find more about you and follow your journey and see if they're a click with you?
Yes, absolutely. So I truly believe in sales. I think sales are the way of the future. But for women, what I find is that a lot of us don't want to be salespeople. And sales are supposed to be, my acronym is simple. They're supposed to be authentic, for you to listen and empower. And there's a spirituality side of sales as well. I really believe in heart-driven sales. So if you want to learn how to make sales easy and have a heartfelt approach, please follow me at Kayla Living Boldly. I would love to help you make more money, double your revenue in less than 90 days, and empower you to be the best version of you, because you deserve to make all the money you want in the world and you deserve to feel really good doing it. So that is my little pitch, but I appreciate you so much, Jay. And
thank you, Kayla.
if we're on the fence, again, if you're on the fence, please just listen to your intuition, because you already know what to do. Like, you don't need to think, you just know what to do.
Love it. Love you. Thank you, Kayla.
Of course. Bye.